Hey everyone, Selena for Who is Jesus Today. And I came across an interesting survey, and I get these surveys from time to time. I'm involved with crosswalk.com. Here there's different types of Christian surveys that they show us that I received, and on different issues that involves the church, that involves church leadership, also that involves voting, abortion, and so these are some of the topics that they want to survey to see where the Christian community is. At times I see how many, say, young people today still believe in Christianity, maybe that who were raised in Christian homes. How many Christians actually believe that there's a hell. Okay? And sometimes you say, wow, that should not be something that needs to be really surveyed in the Christian community, but yes, it does. There are, the issues of sin. How many are okay with the, I wouldn't say okay, but what are the views of the LGBTQ community amongst the Christian community? What are pastors thinking about it? Where is the Lutheran Church denomination today from where it was back in its foundation, its origin? So, you get it. Yeah, this is like a thin line here of trying to balance the scales to see where are a lot of Christians today on these hot topics across denominations. Maybe sometimes it could be regional with the age gap, right? Where is Gen Z? Where is Gen Y today regarding their Christian faith? And so I came across this one. I will leave up the link so you can check it out for yourself and verify it. And then if I have even, say, unintentionally left out some important details, I want to invite you to check it out for yourselves. When you're doing a survey, this is not something that I came up with, but this is a survey I came across that some of you may be really interested in, especially this time right now of the season of the United States of America, as there's an upcoming election. And so I think for a lot of people, whether you are a part of the Christian community or not, how do Christians think more about voting? Who would be their more preferred candidate at this time? These are things that I wonder. This is why I actually found this really interesting of a survey. It's short and simple and to the point. But I believe too that sometimes there are those out there who are thinking, well, all the Christians are going to go a certain way, right? Or they're going to think and vote a certain way, which isn't true. Which isn't true at all. There are certainly differences across denominations. Now, the information that I am giving to you, I am coming to you as one who is providing information based off of a survey that was done. And the link will be provided. I will not be expressing in this particular video content what are my feelings about this. Okay? But I will let you know what is the general thought out there with Christians across the board. Okay, so this is pastors across the U.S. divided. That's the key word there. Divided on which candidate to support in election 2024. I don't see the divide that large, but nevertheless there are some things that we can pay attention to. So this is dated 9/23/2024, so it's very current. Okay, let's begin. So a survey of pastors overall. 23% of pastors, they say, are undecided. Okay, as of September 2024, are undecided regarding the two candidates that are running, Donald J. Trump and Kamala Harris. Okay, so that's the figure, 23%. We're speaking about pastors, right? Yeah, leadership. Okay. In this, we have about 50%, close to half, already say they are Republicans. 25% are independents. And 18% are Democrats. I haven't visualized then. Okay. Democrats. Okay. Now, let's look at this survey across denominations. So, denominational groups, as we know, as we would really suspect, will lean also in different ways politically. But I have to say, I didn't see a major difference. Okay, so the Christian Post of 2020. I'm going to go back now with some dates here. 53% of Protestant pastors were for Trump. That's 2020. So slightly over half, right? 21% were for Biden. 22% were undecided. And it's kind of good to have this information because there was a lot of different opinions about this, especially in this year, 2020. And so now, this is just a survey. And so, a survey actually says a lot. A survey isn't a vote, right? But it says a lot. It says how people would likely vote, or what are their opinions. Okay? However, because it's a survey, it doesn't always mean that that's what they're going to do at that actual time, because sometimes people will survey that they go this way or that way, but when it's time to actually take action and to place their vote, you have to show up. You can't just be a number in the survey. Okay, let's move on down. Now, 2016. This year, I was not even, I had not yet returned back to the United States at this time. I was on a work assignment in South America. Okay, in a South American country. And so, and I was watching things from abroad, and I was wondering what will happen to the country before I get back. And I do remember that. And so in 2016, I was going to now give you some of the survey percentages. 32% were for Trump. Overall, this is what I got. And 19% were for Hillary Clinton. Okay? Perhaps in that there's some undecided, but that's what I got. Please feel free to go over this information. I'll leave you the link. 2024, currently now, right? Let's look at denominations. Okay, on top of the list here, Pentecostals. Okay, so Pentecostals, Trump, there are 65% in the survey that say they are for Trump. Okay, more than half. The Baptists, 64%. A slight difference. Non-denominational, 64%. Non-denominational, I can say, tend to hold to some of the values and even styles of worship as the Pentecostals. And I think several of you are aware of that, and some of you who are my subscribers would agree as well. Okay, Church of Christ, 55%. The Lutherans, 48%. So we can see, now there are some differences here. Okay, the Methodists, 26%, and the Presbyterians, 24%. What's interesting, I have to look into this more, so don't make this an absolute here. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Trump's church background, a denomination, may have been Presbyterian. I'm not sure. Okay, but anyway, we can all look into that more if you are interested. Okay, I am not as much into the labels as I am into the substance and the reality of living in Christ and being Christ-minded. But titles, denominations exist just like our names exist in names of foods and vitamins, right? You got to give it a name. It's a vitamin A or vitamin D or vitamin C. So definitely we need to have identity, categories, labels, and tags. It's when we get so wrapped up in it that matters more than what we actually see being carried out in the function. Okay? I'm always for show me the function, but don't tell me a whole lot about your title. I'll figure out the title at times if you just live out the functioning of what you're supposed to do based on the title. So just a little food for thought there. A little side note. This is really interesting. It's a survey. It was conducted between August the 8th and September the 3rd, collected from 1,003 Protestant pastors. 1,003 Protestant pastors, it's a good amount, with a margin error of 3 plus 3 percentage points. So this was just me sharing some information, some data. If you want to hear more about what I feel or think on this matter, then stay tuned for another video when I feel God is, say, leading me and I'm inspired to do so. But I just wanted to put this out there and share this information because you can kind of see where I think I'm speaking with one sect of society here, right? Of a Christian, a community across the board of denominations, but based on leadership. Okay, it's pastors. So that's not the people that are not in the pastoral, but this is a look at the pastors. It doesn't say a whole lot about where a people are, say, across the board within these denominations, because the pastors are going and leaning that way. They could have thousands of members, and some of them do, of course, that are going in other directions. You see? And so I think, though, that this serves as giving at least a hint, a guideline, because still often pastors are leaders and they do have influence over those that they lead. And so if a pastor is going more in one direction, it can be very likely so are those that follow him, right? Or her. Okay? And so yes, I'm all for men being the lead pastor, yes, but they do have wives that are leading alongside of them, don't they? Okay, we can start a whole new, say, video message on that, but I won't. I won't. Okay, so at any rate, I wanted to share this, and those are my thoughts. And you can see the link at the bottom as well. You can like and subscribe. Until next time, shalom.